welcome to the Keyboard Road Warrior with me, Movie Scouse 007, where we play Euro Truck Simulator 2 with a keyboard on a laptop. We are in Jönköping, and we are going to go and rest and recuperate and repair. So, we're going to go right and then right again. I think that's how we're going to do it. We're a bit quiet because we had it turned down because of the rain in the last video. So let's get our butts. Oh, hang on. Am I going the right way? No. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we're taking the next right, which is not that. Don't you dare. Right, stuff this. We do not wait for anybody. Because that's how we roll, baby. That's how we roll. And in we go. To get ourselves repaired and rested. So this is going to be, what, 3%? It's probably about a couple of grand. So let's see how much it actually is. Oh gosh, it's nothing. £729. That's fine. I can cope with that. Look at that beautiful little truck. Isn't she gorgeous? Right. Okay. Okay. Let's do the usual. Let's right. Engine off. Let's rest. And rest. And rest. It might have been a loan instalment. So, wow, nice. 500k essentially. So, let's get some gainful employment. Let's go to the job market. Find out where we can go. Remembering we want at all times to be going somewhere new, unless we can go to a capital that we don't have. Do we have Paris? Is Paris one of our cities? Hang on, one of our garages. Yes, yeah, we're fully up on Paris. So Paris is not going to be our next destination. It nearly was. Helsinki's not very far. Lyon we've been to, haven't we? Yeah, we've been to Lyon. We've been to Paris. Ooh, we've not been to Plymouth. We have not been to Plymouth. That's a UK city. Obviously, that will require some driving on the wrong side of the road for a little while. We could nip into London and pick up London. Given that we have been to London, we just haven't got it as a garage. Yep, we are going to do that. 36,000, 35-hour job. A huge chunk of which will be Channel Ferry. Which will mean less sleep time. Expires in 11 hours. So let's take that as our job. Oof. Okay, and let's... Excellent, we're in. Right, okay. Let us get the right view. Actually, that's quite funny. I've not really looked very closely at the cab since I keep meaning to get rid of the blue LEDs because they're now starting to bore me a little bit, but oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Right, come on, give me the standard view. Right, engine on. Parking brake was off, should have been on. Right, let's go get our load. Right. Let's follow that guy out in his little mini, and we're going to bust through that, overtake that little guy. And where's our load? ITC, I think, which is next left. Whoa. I did go through a red light there, so fighting the traffic is currently our thing. We don't like red lights in this game. Alright, let's pick up our load. It's diggers. Is it diggers? Forklifts. 2 forklifts. Or is it 4 forklifts? Oh, we're going to pick up. I don't know, you probably can't hear in the background. It's 4 forklifts. You probably can't hear in the background. Oop, wrong way. Come on. But in Christchurch at the moment, it's absolutely heaving it down. It's raining really hard. Really hard. Whoop, downwind. It is pretty much the end of summer. We're in what New Zealand would consider its autumn, which is March. So summer in New Zealand is essentially December, January, February. And we don't want to do that. And we'll pull really in time with this. Yes, so the weather's quite has turned. Where we were getting sunshine and a lot of it, and I was getting quite sunburnt, that's not happening anymore, and we're now getting a lot of rain. I'm hoping that's not a permanent situation, but that's what we're looking at the moment. So I'd finished talking about essentially I've probably finished talking about my PlayStation gaming, but I've now rejoined the world of PC gaming on a limited basis, obviously because I've got a laptop that's not the best in the world, but it's okay, and I was drawn back in by this game, by Euro Truck Simulator 2. I've picked up Civilization 5. It was in one of the deals, one of the seasonal deals that Steam has periodically. I picked up Democracy 3. That was on a deal, and it's a game that I am enjoying. That runs on this. They gave away a free game, Omega Dino or Orion Dino Horde, which I may play once and then never play again. I didn't pick it. Shogun was on a little bit of a deal, but not much. And there's a companion game for this called for this game. It came before this game. Essentially, it was like a practice run, but it's a skill-based challenge, a skill and challenge-based game rather than a strategy and driving game. It's called Scania Trucking Simulator, and the object of the game is to complete a series of challenges which are supposed to improve your skills as a driver. Now, I possibly needed to play that game before this game so that I developed the skills required to play this game. I want to pick it up. At the moment, it's the thing is, it was a CD-ROM based game only, and it got greenlit by Steam in September of last year, but it didn't actually get released on Steam until February. I might pick it up because it's a brand new game and it won't get a discount for quite a while. And I might even play it. I might start a new series with my keyboard, playing that game with my keyboard to see how I do, so that when I play it with my steering wheel, you can see the difference. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure just yet. We'll see. But that's the plan. The plan is to get that. I'm a bit of a Star Trek fan, so Star Trek Online is still a thing. It's now free to play, although that's changed the way you have to buy stuff. There's almost no escaping buying stuff, which pisses me off just a little bit. I am going to try and play that without buying as much as I can. But I may not have much. We'll see. I don't want to spend more. I'd rather buy a game and get all of the game. Do you know what I mean? Rather than sort of suffer financial death by 1,000 financial cuts, which is what they try and do with these free-to-play games now. It's you've got in-game purchases, which just annoy the living piss out of me. Particularly if you have to make these purchases in order to get anywhere in the game. And I'm hoping that's not the case. I haven't really played it yet, because obviously I don't have a computer that can handle it. I was drinking tea when all of that just happened. Because when you're talking for an hour and a half, your throat can get quite dry. So I like to have a cup of tea there, because I'm British, and as far as the British are concerned, a cup of tea solves everything. So I put my cruise control on, and I grab my cup of tea, and then suddenly the road narrows from 2 lanes to 1 lane, which is always the way. You either get a really dramatic curve, which I'd rather slow down for, or the road narrows. And we've got another road narrowing coming up as well. Okay, I didn't need to do that. Okay. Money keeps rolling in. We've got more than enough to buy the garage in London when we drive through it. The hope is that by the time we get off the ferry at Felixstowe, I believe, we'll have enough money to buy it, upgrade it, and fill it with 5 trucks. See, we are starting to run out of capital cities, and then we're going to go. I think we'll go to major towns. I am thinking I will include the capital cities in the game, in the countries that have been added to the game. So that at the moment means Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Finland. When Rome gets added, Rome will be included. When Ireland gets added, that'll be Belfast and Dublin. Euromir will mean Tallinn and there's a couple of others whose names escape me now. That's annoying. So we're looking at what? At the moment it's 4, because because Paris was already in the game. They've added Northern France as part of the 1.5 update, but Paris was already part of the vanilla game. So at the moment it's 4 cities: Helsinki, Stockholm, Oslo and Copenhagen. Now we've been to those cities, apart from Helsinki we've been to all of those cities, so it will mean returning. I think I may hang on and get those 4 cities after I've visited all of the vanilla cities in the game, and all the cities that have been added that I haven't visited yet. Then I'll go back and I'll collect those 4 capitals. Alright, we're gonna slow down because we've got it's a gentle-ish curve, but it's still a curve, and these things can be dangerous if you travel on them too fast. Okay, and it's gonna get dark soon. You can see it's 7 p.m. already. Don't know whether that was necessary. Yeah, that was necessary. We're joining a completely different road. My apologies. Okay, and we're heading to Malmo and ultimately Copenhagen, and then we'll be heading on a ferry to I think Felixstowe, and the game will want to direct us around London, but we're going to go into London in order to pick up London's garage. Because you can see we've got over 500k, it's only 144 to buy the garage, 80 to upgrade it, so that's what, 124k, and London's going to be Volvos, and they are 80,500 each, so that is a lot of money, and we don't quite have enough for that with what we've got. But I think it works out about 600 to 700,000, which we should have by the time we get off the ferry at Felixstowe. We've already got ourselves about £20,000 in the small part of the journey that we've done so far. We're going to have a full sleep cycle's worth of sleep on the ferry, so that's a full day's cycle, and it's a 31-hour journey. 31 hours, it's just shy of the 33 hours that gets us about 200k. So that will be our plan. Buy the garage, fill it with 3 lorries, drive to Plymouth, and as we get £83,000, when we get £80,000 we'll upgrade. When we get further £66,000 in 83,000, so £163,000 in £80,000 increments, we'll add further 2. We'll upgrade and add the further 2. So that's the plan. It's getting we're almost at the stage now where at the end of each journey, I think I've missed my exit. I missed my exit. And I don't think it matters, because I think we rejoin this road anyway. Yeah, I do not understand what that's about. Yeah. That confuses me. See that concrete shape in an upside down funnel? That's peculiar to the United Kingdom. I don't know what on earth that's doing in Scandinavia. Unless there genuinely is one in Scandinavia. But I don't think there is. Let's overtake. So we're still looking at finding cities we haven't been to. There are still plenty of them. Then we'll be looking at going to cities using roads that we haven't used yet, which obviously means going to cities from different places. So I will be looking at where we've been to a city from, and then seeing whether we're approaching it from a different direction, so that we get things like we enter it from a different side and so forth. And here we go. £151. Yeah, we paid £151 to get in, which is quite expensive, but you know, that's what you have to deal with. So I think we might have paid. Yeah, I think we might have earned some money and paid a loan fee, because I think we were at 519, and I saw some money coming in, but money's gone out. So let's just check our bank balance and see how far away we are from paying off this. 44. So we are, what, 26 repayments away from being done with that loan, which will give us an extra 5 to 10k, an extra 4 to 8k per journey, which helps with the going to a place and then buying the garage there. I'm also thinking about the four corners of the map. So, a couple of cities that I haven't thought about that are essentially capitals that I haven't really mentioned: Cardiff and Edinburgh. I should get Cardiff and Edinburgh because technically they are capital cities. Cardiff's the capital city of Wales, which is a principality that's part of Great Britain. And Scotland has Edinburgh as its capital, although it too is also part of Great Britain. That said, it's also thinking about independence at the moment. They're having a referendum very soon. I think there are two. Obviously, there's two camps. It's just a stupid and obvious statement. There are two camps. Yes, for independence, no for no independence and remaining part of Great Britain. I think most people in Scotland see the value. I'm hoping most people in Scotland see the value of remaining part of Great Britain. I would lament the loss of Scotland as part of Great Britain. I really would. I think it'd be a daft thing to do. I don't think they will win, and Alex Salmond is certainly not going to get what he wants, which is more independent power. I think he genuinely wants to remain part of Great Britain. He just wants more power for himself and for Scottish Parliament. I think that's what's happening. That was what was happening. He didn't get what he wanted from the vote. They're still having the vote for independence, but it's a simple yes or no vote, and he wanted to add loads of conditions and loads of things, and Cameron and the UK Parliament were very clear: no. If this is about independence, it has to be just about independence. You can't start adding conditions to it. It needs to just be about independence. And I think he's going to be... I think he's going to be shocked at how many people in Scotland don't want independence. I will be genuinely shocked if they vote yes. I think an awful lot has been said about what Scotland will lose should they vote for independence. I think we've already talked about this in one of my videos, but I think they will be horrified at how much they will lose. A number of large Scottish-based businesses have said already that they will leave Scotland if there's a yes vote, because it makes no economic sense for them to be part of a tiny economy, which is what Scotland would end up being, versus the much larger economy that the United Kingdom is. Now, the UK economy will diminish without Scotland. There's no question about that. It will shrink. It's just the damage to Scotland will be significant, and I think it will take a long time for Scotland to recover from independence. And I don't think they will ever get what they want out of that. Scotland has been part of Great Britain and the United Kingdom for a long time. 1606, 1607, something like that. It's a long time. It's been like 400 or 500 years of togetherness that will be tossed away because a guy wants more political power. I think that's shockingly selfish. one guy wants more power, and so they're going to toss away a union that we've built, that to which the only damage was caused by Mel Gibson in his bloody stupid moronic Braveheart movie, which was littered with thousands of historical inaccuracies, mostly relating to what the English did to Scotland. But there you go. So we are doing well. I think we've done about 4 hours. Don't forget, probably about 11 to 12 hours of that you can see on the bottom corner where it says 28 hours and 15 minutes. Probably 12 of that is going to be a ferry, which happens like that. Oh god, that wasn't very good. And I can't flick my fingers anymore. There we go. Oh god, that's awful. I used to be able to do that. Never mind. And in trying to do that, I took my fingers off and I nearly off the keyboard and nearly crashed. I love this little truck. It's beautiful. Every time I climb into this truck, I feel at home. I really would like to try driving the real thing. I'm sort of tempted to try and to get started on my HGV license. The idea of driving a truck really appeals to me. It's just I hate tests, and I've been driving a car for over 20 years now, so I've probably got a significant number of bad driving habits that I will have to unlearn. But it might be useful, actually. I was thinking the other kind of driving license I was thinking about was the advanced driver's license, which helps lower insurance. Well, it would help lower insurance if my insurance for my car wasn't also twinned to my very much younger wife. She's 15 years younger than me. Although actually her insurance won't be quite as much, but the thing is she hasn't been driving nearly as long as me. Our last joint insurance in the UK costs £700, 500 of which were for her. I could have got my car insurance for £200 for the year. Although that said, we did pay off our insurance all in one giant lump. So I didn't really notice. Once we'd paid it off monthly, we didn't notice it because we weren't paying anything. You do pay an extra. You pay a premium, and it's quite a lot. I think you pay an extra couple of £100 a year on top of your insurance premium for paying it in instalments. So if we were able to pay for our car insurance in one lump, that would be much better. But given that we have, given that we've got quite a hunk of no claims, I've got something like 7 years no claims at this point. I had a break, didn't own a car for a couple of years, and you can't keep. Actually, it might have been longer than that. I didn't own a car for a long time, and you can't keep your car insurance no claims for more than 2 years, I think. Don't think I had a car for 4. Yeah. So I had to build up my no claims from scratch, which was a shame. But that's how it is. So yes, I think we probably will be down to reasonable money, but we're looking at getting a much newer car, and as a result we'll be looking at fully comprehensive insurance. And in the UK there are 3 levels. There's third party fire and theft, and fully comprehensive. Third party just means if someone nicks your car or someone writes your car off, you get some money to go and buy another car. Third party fire and theft means... Actually, no, sorry. Yeah. Third party just means if someone writes off your car, you get a new car. Third party fire and theft means if If someone writes off your car, you get money for a newer car, a car, sorry. If it bursts into flames for any particular reason, or if someone steals it, then you get some money. Third party is an utterly pointless. I don't know why they still have it on the books, and I don't know why anyone would get third party unless the car was so awful and so cheap that it would be more expensive to have fire and theft than it would be to simply get a new car. Oh shit! Not going to get an excellent on this delivery either. Mother. They're excellents for me again are becoming rarer and knocking shit. You remember when I was playing this game at the very beginning, I was getting a lot of excellence. I'm just not getting it anymore. I'm more impatient. I don't know whether it's because I'm doing longer journeys more consistently, or am I getting bored with the game? It might be that I'm getting bored with the game, I don't know. Or it might be that I'm just trying too hard to think about what I'm talking about and not what I'm doing behind the wheel. So you can see we're at 551. 150,000 takes us up to 7. I think 7 is enough. 700,000 is enough to completely do it. I will have to stop partway in 18 minutes real time, but in 4 hours in game time I will have to stop. Now I think 4 hours takes us, yeah, we're going to SBR, so I won't need to sleep. So I might stop and upload the footage when we get to Felixstowe, before we start doing the whole driving on the left-hand side of the road, left-hand side of the road, part of the experience. Ooh, Ralph has levelled up, good old Ralph. We've got £555,798 in our bank balance. This is good stuff. So we're rapidly approaching SBO. SBO is where we're going to hop on a ferry to I believe, Felixstowe. That's going to take away a huge chunk of the time. So I reckon we'll be down to about 11 hours by the time we get to Felixstowe. We'll see. It might be more. Either way, we shouldn't have to sleep again before we drop the load off. It might be a bit nip and tuck in that we might have to might have to go straight to the depot and not do what I've been doing, which is driving aimlessly around. Well, not aimlessly, but driving around the city in order to explore all the roads. But we'll see. We have got a huge chunk of time to do this. We've got 60 hours to do this, and we've got more than half the time we need. So I could conceivably drive around London and fully explore London as well as Plymouth, and have a rest before we get to Plymouth. Come on, people. What's the crack? There's a part of SBA that I haven't. There's not a bit of SBA. Is there a part of SBA that I... Oh gosh, there's loads of SBA that I haven't visited. Yes, I might do a loop. Why the hell not? Let's do a loop. Let's turn right at the next junction. Let's do a loop of SBA. Just for the hell of it. Just because we can. Because we've been to SBA maybe a dozen times, but realistically we've only actually been into SBA probably twice. Because we've made 2 deliveries to SBA. Right at the very beginning of our career we made 2 deliveries. Right here. And then straight on. No, we didn't get a fine. We got away with it. No one was watching it for that red light. SBA might be one of the places that I get a garage. I think I might think about getting, when I run out of capital cities, I might think about getting garages at ports. Yeah, I knew we wouldn't get away with all of them. So yeah, curses. All right, tell you what, let's do a Yui, because we missed out. This is probably incredibly boring for you guys, and you're probably looking at the screen going, what the bloody hell are you doing? But I'm going to turn right here, and then I'm going to get that little section of road that you can just see. So we'll go left at the roundabout, and then we'll take the off-ramp, and then it allows us to get that other section of road. I'm really getting anal about visiting these portion roads. This is definitely something that you probably won't do in your own profile, and that's absolutely fine. Right, we're gonna get off here and go underneath. This, I still wish they drew lines to show where you couldn't join a road. It's really annoying planning a route and then discovering you can't use that route because the part of the road you were planning on joining is blocked off by a bloody barrier or doesn't exist. So I've been concentrating closely on the map, which means that I have... let's look at this map again. So we need to turn left and then right. That's good. We're going to turn right and then we'll head back to the ferry. So, what the heck am I doing? I was looking at the map. And I got away with that red light. That's cool. So we're going to take a right here, and then we'll head to the ferry port. Let's go on the wrong side of the road. That's good. And hopefully we can take a left. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can't get away with them all the time. Now we're back on track. So we fully explored Espierre, which I want. I want 100% exploration, which means getting on all the roads. Now you can get at. Right, ferry port is right here. You can get at the roads more easily than you can get at the cities. Where do I join the ferry? Is that a car park? Yeah, it's a car park. Let's not go down car parks. That's our ferry ahead, you can just see. Yeah. I recognise these gates. Do you recognise these gates? So we need to find the entrance. I think that's it there. A little shiny thing to show us. There we go. It's a little anchor to show us where we catch the ferry. Right, Harwich. Harwich, not Felixstowe. Okay, that's interesting. £1,192. And we take our ferry. Wow, look at that, £677,000. So, yes, that's good. We have. Let's look at our map. So, how do we get into London? We don't want to go to Croydon, so let's head to London. Actually, no. Let's upload this footage now. So I'm going to upload this footage, and I'll be back in a second. Right, let's get our asses to London. Oh, that's not good. Oh, what is going on? Okay, that's not good. Come on. I don't know what just happened, but we got chucked out of the game. You went... What the heck? I'm on the wrong side of the road because I'm in the UK. Oh, you're kidding me? Okay, this is going to be very difficult to play if it keeps doing this. Something in the background is working that shouldn't be happening. Yeah, I'm not bothered about speeding offences. I'm bothered about the... I'm bothered about the stuttering. Can I get it to bugger off? There was a bit of dangerous driving there. I think I might be on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, I thought so. I was on the wrong side of the road. Oh, you're kidding me, no. Don't keep doing this. Alright, I'm going to have to pause this and find out what's happening. Because something in the background is running that shouldn't be running. Bear with me a moment. Okay, I think I sorted it out. A virus scanner. The bane of computer gamers was preparing to scan. So it was using all the bloody resources. So you can see we've got a nice smooth, well, smooth compared to what it was a minute ago. Oh, I've got one virus scanner which I've stopped using, and one virus scanner which came with the bloody computer, and they're more like viruses than virus scanners. They're resource hoggers, and they're a pain in the neck. I used to use Norton, and then I found Norton to be like a virus, and that it sticks its tentacles all over your computer and you cannot get rid of it. It's annoying. I nearly went the wrong way down the road there. This laptop came with McAfee, which was worse than useless. It doesn't find any viruses, and it wasn't scanning for them, so we bought Kaspersky. And Kaspersky is fine, but Kaspersky makes you fork out £15 a year to use it. So it's kind of like a bloody loan shark. So I'm pissed off with all the virus scanners. This is one of the reasons why I want a Mac. It's because you have to deal with virus scanners less. Hackers tend to go for PC, not because PC's any more vulnerable to hacking. It's just that most companies use PCs and not Apple, and as such, it's not really worth their effort creating these fantastic viruses for a computer that most businesses don't bother with. And also their protection is usually a tiny bit better. And it's not perfect, nothing is, but it's usually a tiny bit better. Right, let's check the map just to see. Right, so when we're asked to turn left, we're going to go straight ahead, because that'll feed us right. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we want to go to London. Yeah, I knew we were going to speed. I saw the speeding sign. I don't care. £280 is nothing. It's a mere bagatelle, a drop in the ocean. So at some point I may be interrupted. In this game it's 5 in the afternoon, and the other half is due back any time between now and yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. We're alright for fuel, and 6 hours, yes. Yeah, we're not going to need to sleep again. We're done with sleeping. Although we're probably going to add another hour to internally, in-game, another in-game hour. We want to go to London, so we're going to go. We're going to stay in this lane. Yeah, you can see we're just about to approach the junction where the game wants us to go left, and we're not going to bother with that. 682,000. We're well on our way to 700,000. I should have calculated exactly how much I needed. That would have been clever. That would have been the smart thing to do, is to calculate while I was uploading what we need. Alright, now we want to stay on the outer track. We don't want to spin back in. Whoa, 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 slow down, slow down. And we're good. We're heading to London. Obviously these roads are all yellow because we've driven the bejesus out of these roads around London, because every time we've been to the UK we tend to have gone through London. Right, so what we're going to do is not this junction, but this junction we're going to take the slip road, and actually we're going to get a bit of road that we've not visited before. In fact, the whole of London is now blank to us because they altered London because of Croydon. So this whole section we're going to need to explore. And in fact, we seem to have got a new discoverable. So I'm guessing that's a recruitment agency, given that that's a truck dealership. But when we get into London, what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll do a figure of 8. Yeah. We're not going to get all of the roads in London. I don't think that's going to be possible. But London will be in. We'll be visiting London again. Oh, more money. 693. Alright, so it's not this junction, but the next that we want to turn left at. Ooh, wrong lane. That could have been dangerous. We've crashed at stuff like that before now. So let's get over. Given that this is the lane that we want to turn off at, and we are rapidly approaching it. So, yeah, this is us. Oh, hello, easy tag. Oh, it's still stuttering a little. I am kind of looking forward to this game being available for the Mac, although obviously I'll lose all the career, and I might not be. This is the other thing. Well, I don't think the Logitech G27 works with the Mac, which could be a monumental pain in the arse. Right. We're going to go straight on, and we're going to head for that discoverable that we didn't find. Slow it down a little. Okay. We're probably going to get a speeding fine because this is the UK after all, and speeding fines are the thing. Right, no. Okay, we can't do that because we're going over the road that we wanted to turn right at. This is my problem. It doesn't show you where the roads don't join. So you make a plan, and then almost immediately that plan has to change because the road net layout is different than you thought. Right, so we're going to take a right at the next roundabout, which is just about coming up. Here we are. Ooh, I overdid it, overcooked it with the brakes there. Don't think anything's coming, so we should be alright. But we do have to be aware of that black van. And there is our recruitment agency. Oh shit! Oh, that was close. I forgot I was driving in the UK again. Normally once I get it right. I don't know how long I've been driving on the wrong side of the bloody road. Right. That's that Volvo dealership that we discovered. We've clearly discovered earlier. Right then. We're going to take a left, and we're going to pop that garage. That was some really shonky driving there. Right, let's drop the trailer here. Let's go in and get this. And we're going to buy the London garage. Boom. Yeah, that's lovely. Excellent. Let's reconnect our load. You can see I'm using my left mirror for this. Right, we've got that. So we're now down to 549,000. So let's quickly go to the truck dealership. We're in London, so let's buy online. The sleeper, customize it to get rid of that engine that we don't need at the moment. Brings us down to 80,520. So let's purchase and put it in London. Takes us down to 469. Let's purchase. Put it in London. Boom. 388. Let's purchase and then whack it in London. Boom. 308. Alright, so what we need to do now is escape and go to garages and then go to London and then go to upgrade and then yes, we want to upgrade. And then go back. Yeah, we've upgraded, so it has to go through that save process. That's fine, that's fine. We knew that, we don't want that. Let's go back to truck dealerships because we've still got enough money to buy trucks. And Volvo. Buy online. Boom. Let's recustomize that to get rid of that engine. Confirm. Purchase. Whack it in London. And then the final one. I think we're going to be able to do this without. Yeah, I think we did enough. We've still got £67,000. So let's go to the recruitment agency. We've got to put 5 drivers in London. Now, obviously, thankfully we got a recruitment agency in London, But we are down to the shonky drivers now. I don't think... Katerina, let's hire Katerina. Stick her in London, stick her smack in the middle. Boom. Alexander's looking like a good bet at the moment. He's only got 2. We kind of want to go for the 3s. So, if we find a 3, we'll go with that driver. But it's not looking likely at the moment. Yeah, they all appear to be 2s. Oh, we got a 3. Maximilian. Let's stick Maximilian in London. Where were we? My preference would be for 3 is ADR, long distance, and eco. Or long distance and eco, or ADR and eco, but I kind of want them to have eco. Because you save money when they can't find a load. Yeah, we're not going to get any 3s. Right. So he's got ADR and long distance. Stick him in there. ADR and high value. Ooh, long distance and eco. And see if we can get long distance and eco. Let's see if we can get another long distance and eco. We've got it just in time on eco. Eco and high value. Manuel, you, I think, are driver number 5. Boom. So that's London. So that's how you do it, guys. You get nearly £700,000, and you can buy a garage, upgrade it, fill it with 5 trucks, and hire 4. What the hell? Okay, the game's just crashed. Okay, I'm going to back out of this. I might have to do all of that again, but if I do, I'll do it off screen, because you guys don't need to see it. But I have just crashed. Okay, there, so, I'm heading in the wrong direction. I am a little unsure as to what's going on, because there has been a 2-week gap, well, more than 2 weeks. I started recording this journey on the 4th of March, and today's the 23rd. The reason being, SCS released an open beta of 1.9, which is the AI improvement, and while the AI improvement is excellent and it works, unfortunately it works with almost no mods. Almost no mods work with this beta. And so what's happened is my ProMods map, which I'm using in order to play this game, ceased working because I made the error of just clicking yes, please upload the beta. And so what happened was I stopped playing, and then as soon as I stopped playing, the beta started to upload, and I couldn't stop it. And I wasn't too bothered until I read the ProMods website that says do not load the beta. So I didn't. I stopped it. I backed out of it. I unclicked beta on Steam, and then I backed the game up to an earlier period, and because I'd done it, because this had happened partway through a journey, I thought, oh no. And I would have been okay with just running this web series, this YouTube series, with just the game and going east until the beta had been fixed. But as I was halfway through a journey, well, more than halfway through, I'm in the UK, and all I've got to do now is go. Because if you look at the map, I am passing London, and I've got to go to Plymouth. That's fine. Plymouth's in the game. Portsmouth isn't, but Plymouth's in the game. But obviously, when you change the map, the game sends you back to your home base, which in my case is Liverpool, and I didn't want that because I've lost enough journeys. I've lost two journeys, half of two journeys so far in this playthrough, and two's enough. I don't want any more. I don't want to lose any more. So, so what I've had to do is I've had to find a way. So I rolled back the game without the beta, and then I tried to play it. And unfortunately, what's happened is that every profile that I'd already started, the mouse controller would chuck itself in the top left-hand corner of the screen, which is a pain in the arse. It's meant that while I don't need the mouse controller for driving the truck, I do need it for every element of the menu control, apart from the hotkeys, which are G for the garage and one other, M for the map. That's fine and everything, but that was no good for me. I need to drive the truck, which means I need to get in. I need to get into the driving part of the game, which means I need to be able to mouse click on the drive symbol, which is on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. I couldn't figure out what to do. I trawled every website, and nothing seemed to help. And it said delete the controls SLI file from the profile that you're using, and that didn't work. What actually ultimately worked is removing the control SLI file from every single profile that I've got. That was the only way I could get past it. So that's what's happened. More than 2 weeks later, I'm able to finish this journey. I've got no idea what I was talking about. I just got excited that this was working, so I jumped straight into it. Which is a shame, actually. I should have probably looked at what I was talking about. No, we're going to talk. I'm going to talk about, for the rest of this journey, I'm going to talk about the new AI update. So it's fantastic. It still has the odd bug here and there. A couple of the vehicles, the AI vehicles, don't behave, but for the most part, the new AI works perfectly. They get out of your way if you indicate. So this is what's going to be fantastic when I get my steering wheel back. When you indicate vehicles that are in the lane you want to join, if they're not past you already, will slow down and for quite a while will wait for you to get into the lane, which is brilliant. They don't misspeak. They're much better behaved at junctions and at roundabouts. They're less inclined to crushing you. I'd be interested to know how buses behave when you're travelling underneath a road that you've just come off, because buses do have a tendency to drive ridiculously fast out of a junction that you're onto a road that you're already on. So if you say, for instance, you've come off the road, you've turned left underneath the bridge to join a road that's perpendicular to the road that you've been on. A bus will come down the slip road from the opposite direction of you as you, and will barrel out. And buses will have a wider turning circle than a car, for instance. You get away with it, a car, but a bus They have a wide turning circle, but they're able to travel faster. I think they use the same speed profile as cars. And they barrel out and smack into you. And it'd be interesting to see whether that has been altered. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But it's one of those things. I have not viewed this profile. I've not played this game for so long that I'm actually completely unsure as to where I am with the garages. But we will do that when we park up. We'll do that before we hit the T. We'll hit the G, and we'll just quickly double check our garage and see where we are. But I am extraordinarily excited to actually be, I don't know what the speed limit is, so let's bring it down a little bit. And then we'll pick our speed up. I'm extraordinarily excited to be back behind the keyboard for the Keyboard Road Warrior. Now, obviously, I had built up a nice little buffer. I think I was 20 journeys ahead prior to not being able to play. Let's see, this is journey 70. I had quite a gap, so it didn't affect my YouTube posting plan, but it has meant that I have not got the buffer that I wanted for my gap away from the computer. I need to be at about journey 85, so I've got another 15 journeys. I probably would have had those 15 journeys in the bag, but I sadly don't. Ugh, I thought about slowing down and I decided against it. No, that doesn't matter. I've got so much money, it doesn't matter. £82,000. Do I have a garage? This would be a thing. Actually, do you know what? Stuff it. I'm going to look at the garage now. They're all completely full. Yeah, I'm looking at the 144,000 is what I'm looking at for... And we're not going to do that at Plymouth, because Plymouth is not a city where we're going to put a garage. Ah, pants, nearly crashed. I've got no idea where my cargo is, actually. Whether I've done any damage to my cargo or not. Let's slow it down a little. Whoa. Yeah, I've done damage to my cargo, so I'm not going to massively worry if I clip something. I am not heading towards a... Oh, I'm rubbing against the guardrail. Yeah, 84,000. It's becoming like a bit metronomic, my counting down of the cash as it comes in. That's probably not very interesting to listen to. Oh, a lot has happened in the 2 weeks that I haven't been commentating. But anyway, so we're going to talk about what's happened with this. So the update looks really good. It looks really interesting. It looks like it's going to make the game a little bit more fun. Where the roads narrow, when you've got a 2 or 3 lane road and it narrows by one whole lane, where you used to have a queue of traffic on the side of the road that was being cut off, that should no longer happen, and they should zip more effectively. It will mean that it's less easy to cheat and sort of zip on the outside while the traffic waits for you. It will be a lot more realistic, and it might mean that there's less chance of running into the back of a queue of traffic, as I have done on a couple of occasions on this profile. But we'll see. We're not going to be upgrading to 1.9 until it's closed beta and until ProMods have released their 1.6 update. They are holding back on 1.6. Oh, no, get out of this lane. See, this is what I'm talking about. There's a nice little queue of traffic on the left-hand side waiting to join. And then the car in the middle lane is also waiting for what? No one can tell. Yeah, so ProMods are holding back on 1.6 until 1.9 is gold rather than beta, and that's fine. It just means that I can't put the update on. Ugh, speeding again, really. Not that I'm worried. But rather helpfully, they are changing a few of the roads a little bit, tweaking the roads a little bit. They're making it work with 1.9, and they're adding 2 cities in France, which they've already advertised as being complete. Let's slow down. See, that's how it should go, and that's how it probably will go in 1.9. Now, there's a couple of YouTube ETS tours have already have removed all their mods and are playing this game with the new 1.9 update. A couple of streamers that I follow have decided to unclick ProMods, but they're finding things like their truck mods are not working properly with 1.9 for some reason that I don't quite understand. I'm not sure why a truck mod would stop working with 1.9, given that a truck mod isn't actually part of the map, but rather it's part of it's moving furniture. But there you go. Let's pull it back a little bit so we don't crash. 1.9 isn't just updating the AI, although that is by far and away the largest part of the update, and apparently it's the largest update they've ever plonked into the game. They're also adding some graphical fidelity to the roads and the maps and the foliage at the side of the roads and so forth. Stuff that I won't see because obviously the things that I won't see until I've got a better rig to play this game on, because I've got to have this at the lowest possible settings. I will still have the trees looking like two-dimensional trees that sort of rotate as you pass them. That's fine. I'm not so worried about that. I'm immersed in the game enough that sort of thing doesn't worry at the moment, given that I'm accepting the level of graphical fidelity because I'm getting a level of performance that's okay. I'm probably getting about 23 to 24, maybe as low as 20 frames a second, but it's enough for me to play the game without too much concern. I would rather be at 120 frames a second, but given the computer I'm playing on, what I'm getting will have to do, and it is, for the time being, it is good enough. Let's duck in just in case. No, sod it. Let's go. No. I see a truck. Let's not. They're making a few tweaks to quite a few. Quite a few. Clearly don't know what I'm talking about here. English sounds like my third language, never mind my second. They're making tweaks to 3 of the vehicles. They're making tweaks to the DAF onboard computer. They're making tweaks to the sounds and interiors of the Volvo. They're making tweaks so that customized vehicle changes appear on your pillars and posts from the inside of the vehicle, and not just the outside, which is fine, which is excellent actually. Sorry, which is what you want. You want your changes to make themselves felt. Are we going to make it past the truck? Are we? I think we might just make it. Yes, we made it. So this is all good news. This is all excellent news. That these changes are happening. It's just a real shame that I lost 2 weeks to my inability. I'm not massively computer literate. I'm computer literate in enough that given instructions, I can follow them to solve things, but I'm not computer literate enough to problem solve computer issues for myself. And that's something that I would like to change, given that we live in a computer age. But that's not where I am right now. Maybe that's somewhere I can be later on. So those are the changes. 1.9 is going to have the brand new AI. It's going to have graphic fiddling. It's going to have changes to a few of the vehicles, some of the noises. They have been recording new sounds. I think Scania's got new sounds, which they're going to put in. I was kind of hoping they would put a new truck in, but that's not been announced, so that's almost certainly not going to happen. I keep wanting them to have a go at this Ford Cargo, but I just don't think they care. I think primarily because at the moment the vehicle's not launched in Europe. It's a cab over, but it's launched. The real vehicle's launched in South America and South and North America, so it'll be in places like Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, places like that. It might be in Canada, but it won't be in the continental US, which means that it won't. Actually, it might be in the continental US, but it certainly won't feature in American Truck Simulator. And if it doesn't feature in American Truck Simulator, it certainly won't feature in European Truck Simulator 2. They have made noises about how they're not abandoning European Truck Simulator 2. That remains to be seen. We will see once they've released American Truck Simulator, we'll see where they are. I did install Scania truck driving simulator as something to play while I was waiting for 1.9 to be gold, because I wasn't 100% certain that I would be able to play this game until 1.9 was released. What do you think you're doing? That's proved unfounded. As you can see, I'm playing the game. 1.9 hasn't been released at the time of my playing. Obviously, by the time you're watching this, it will almost certainly have been released. But yes, at time today, when I'm playing this game, for you in the past, 1.9 has not been released. American Truck Simulator is miles away. It's not even got a release date yet. So yes, I could work the truck driving simulator, Scania truck driving simulator, in every aspect except throttle. I couldn't get the throttle to work. I don't know whether that means I can't get the brakes to work either, but I was going to produce another series. I'm still going to try it. I've bought and paid for this game. I want to play it. But at the moment it doesn't seem to be working for me. I don't know whether that's because... No, it shouldn't be. It's got nothing to do with Euro Truck Simulator 2. I don't know why it won't work, but it was just one more frustration in a sort of a large period of frustration. And so I kind of stopped playing for a while, but on the off chance, I tried fiddling around with all of the control SLI files, and it's worked, which is a great relief. A very great relief, actually. That's a tremendous relief to me that I can still play this game on this laptop. We'll slow down just a little bit, and actually slow down a lot, because we've got a traffic cam and I don't know what speed that's at. But hopefully we'll be under the speed when we pass it. And we passed it, so cool. I haven't parked a vehicle in over 2 weeks, so this is going to be a disaster, this parking, unfortunately. Because, parking badly in this game is apparently my thing. Another speed camera, so let's bring it down. So we'll see. I have got a car there. I've got a car beside me. But and we're at Plymouth. This is Plymouth, so we might, yeah. I don't think we've got a left turn, so we can overtake this. No, we've got a. No, this dude in the Range Rover is keeping me honest speed-wise, so we'll stick behind him. I don't know whether we've got a right turn or not. Let's get past him. And Plymouth is discovered. I've got my other profile that I play offline. I discovered all the UK cities, not all the roads, but all the cities. And so every time I discover in this profile, every time I discover a UK city, I'm a little bit surprised. Right, so let's look at the map of Plymouth. We've got 2 discoverables in Plymouth. So yes, what we're going to do is we're going to do the loop. And we'll do a figure of 8. Yeah, we'll do a figure of 8. And get it. Ooh, no. So that car being picked by me. Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen because that bloody Range Rover was so slow. Yep, and I was about to go the wrong way down the road for a second. Whoa, what the heck are you doing? Oh, we're rubbing the... So, we will have some repairs to make. We will lose a little bit of our income, but only a small bit, because it'll only, by the time we've parked, it'll be 2%, because that's what happens. You're 1% until you park, and then for some reason it adds a percentage point to the damage to the lorry, which I don't like, but there's nothing I can do. Oh, I'm about to break through it. Yeah. And it's a recruitment agency. Excellent. I don't know how many drivers you get from every recruitment agency. I'm not sure how that works. It'd be nice to know. But it's the sort of thing that I couldn't do on this profile because it would be very boring to sort of watch. I mean, it's boring enough watching me obtain the drivers, but I don't want to hide what I'm doing from you guys. Oh, nearly sped across to the other side of the road. This is the one problem, with... I'm rubbing against the flipping sides again. It's the one problem with spending so much time in mainland Europe, is that when you drive, you get used to driving on that side of the road. So what dealership have we got here? Mercedes! Lovely. It's quite a small town, city, given that it's giving us 2 discoverables, but we're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. That's more like him. Well, then we've got a left hand coming up, and we're in the tram. All right. So we're nearly there, and we're nearly at my poor parking. My port for poor parking. Oh, I've got a horrible feeling that this is one of those ugly... Yeah, there's nothing coming. This is one of those ugly concrete. Yeah, I hate these. These are incredibly difficult. I watched JCDDM Dad do one of these yesterday evening, and he couldn't get his... He drives the big American lorries and he couldn't get it through without damaging his truck. And not his cargo, but his big rig wouldn't turn through it. So yeah, this is not going to happen in one whoop, no, because I can't get round fast enough. Yeah, what I need to do is I need to go in from the other way, which is awkward because there's crates in the way. And a car. But we're not going to cheat. I refuse to cheat. I haven't cheated in 69 journeys, I'm not going to start now. So let's bring it back a little. Not too much. And hopefully that will be good enough. No, not quite. Just need to straighten it out just a little. No, that's not right. No, I want to go the other. You hear a lot of this when I know you guys must be used to me hearing, no, right. And then completely the other way. And hopefully that will do it. Are we green? Yes, we're green. Good. Right, so I did say that we would have a quick look at the garage. So we got our London garage. We got our 5 drivers. Everything's got 5 in it. We should be starting to make money, so that's good. It's driver manager. Our long list of drivers. We've got 55 drivers. That's not bad. We have. Yeah, I'm on. Some of my drivers are starting to catch up with me. They're over the 5s, and as we go down, we get to the 0.8s. These are all London and Stuttgart. Yeah, because we spread the. Yeah, these are as I think these are as they're employed. These were the drivers as they were employed. There's me, Movie Scouts 007. So yes, so it's all good. So parking brake on. Engine off, and then to the traditional, which is me, fingers crossed, getting a good work at the very least, because we were not going to get an excellent on this one. Good work. So, Jönköping to Plymouth, 1,168. Oh, look what's happened. We're level 28. We're level 28. So, we drove 1,168 kilometres. It took us 31 hours and 55 minutes. It took us a lot longer than that because it's over 2 weeks. Fuel consumed 432.3 litres. We got a base reward of £21,052 and 1,168 XP. We got a proficiency bonus for level 27 of £8,526. We got a long distance delivery bonus for skill rank 5 of £2,906 and 292 XP. We got a high value cargo bonus for skill rank 4 of £3,876 and 210 XP. We got a 45 XP bonus for parking the trailer. Now, we did incur some damage, £272 and 28 XP. And as I did say, it was 1% all the way, and then you get in and it becomes 2%. Might have been because I backed the trailer into a wall. Not hard. The crawl, I normally do that reversing, but still. So, our total reward was £36,088, and we got 1,687 XP. That's put us in level 28 as a level 28 instructor. So, our total XP for this profile is 86,826 XP, and our new target for level 29 is 92,900 XP. We will have a skill point to apply at the beginning of the next journey, and we will have some upgrades to look at. These will be the level 28 upgrades. We'll have a level 29 and we'll have a level 30, and then that will be it for the vehicle upgrades. Any upgrades that I add at that point afterwards will be stuff that mods that I've downloaded. Gained so that was not a brilliant journey, not an awful journey. That was an okay journey. That gained us some money, it got us some crucial XP, it got us upgraded, and we finally managed to get the journey done, which is a relief. So, thank you for watching. I periodically check YouTube, and it's nice to see that some of my journeys are getting watched. My most viewed journey is the one that doesn't actually have any driving in it, and that's my first one. 88 people have watched that. That's not a lot. Hopefully by the time that you watch this, more than 88 people have watched it. But I'm going to keep adding the videos. Whether it's interesting or not, at this point I don't know, because this is a brand new YouTube channel. These videos it's only 2 months old. It takes some channels over a year to get some decent viewerage, and I can accept that this is an incredibly low-tech way of playing this game. And it's an incredibly low-tech way of getting it onto YouTube. But thank you for watching anyway. Thank you very much if you've watched this. I do appreciate anybody that watches these. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. But until then, I'll see you on the road.